Who's your daddy?
Boom! We are off. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, mummies and daddies. I am quite excited for today's show. Boost Your Daddy, episode number 5. Here with my mate, Stephanie Boot Ancona, and you can call me
Dr. Alan, turn your head when you cough, Snyder.
otherwise known as Daddy. I was sat the other day, and I thought to myself, it's July 4th. The weekend is coming. America, what if we didn't win the war? We would all sound like this.
First of all, I did not approve any of this.
Oh, you cheeky monkey, you got to get with the program.
I can't get with the program. I'm so in shock right now, I have nothing to say.
I'm
Which
guessing-
is very rare for me.
At this point, you're thinking, is he going to do this for the whole episode? Because that would be pretty crazy, yeah?
Yeah, I wouldn't love it.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie.
it would not be good. But I just wanted to say happy 4th to everybody. I am so excited to be spending our 5th episode here with you. I honestly love America. I really do. I'm happy we don't sound like that. I'm so happy that I get to spend the 4th with you because 244 years ago in 1776, America, Stephanie.
America.
America, right? See, as a Baltimorean, I had to grow up going to field trips to the Inner Harbor, to Baltimore, and learn so much about the Revolutionary War. Did you know that Betsy Ross, she did the flag? No,
Yeah.
she's from Philly. She died in Philly. She did the flag in Baltimore, Maryland. I had to go see her house. I remember this when I was like a little kid. When you talk about the Star Spangled Banner and the bombs bursting over air, do you know where that was?
I'm going to go with Baltimore.
That would be a great guess because Francis Scott Key, he is a Baltimorean, Frederick, Maryland. He wrote the Star Spangled Banner. And we have, if you still go to Maryland right now, they have the Constitution Constellation. I don't know which one it is. It's like Baltimore.
Not Constellation. I can give you that.
No. There's 2 ships. One is Boston, one is Baltimore, and I've been on both of them, and we still have the ship from the war. I just get the words confused because I'm an idiot, quite frankly.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the actual Constitution, and you weren't sure if it was called Constellation.
You thought that I thought like John Hancock signed the USS Constellation? That's what you thought?
Yes. All right. So we're good with that.
Wow.
I have a fun fact. So I grew up upstate Hudson Valley. So there are a couple of small inns in my town that have been turned into museums. George Washington stayed in my town one night, and the bedroom in the inn that he stayed in is now a museum that kids have to go to.
Wow.
In my town.
The more you know. Did they have a little soap dish for his wooden teeth and his slaves in the backyard? No?
I definitely don't know about the first part. I'm absolutely sure no for the second part.
Hey, found of our country. All right. That was cool. All right. Well, I'm thirsty. Let's get this party going, Boo. What you drinking?
Oh, I'm going to drink. Wait, let me see. We had to crack it.
Let's crack it. Best sound in the world. 1, 2, 3.
And
Stephanie.
definitely, I'm sorry. It's very, very hot in my kitchen, and I needed hydration, and this was the closest thing. This was closer than my sink.
You know that I can see you. I mean, most people here are listening to this on podcasts, but if you go to YouTube, there are videos of this stuff. Stephanie.
I'm aware.
I can see your beer open. I can see your mouth go.
I know. You were there when I opened it. I'm doing it for comedic value.
Oh my gosh, you opened the beer
Alan,
before.
you screwed everything up.
Oh, Jesus
God.
Christ. Okay. All right, what you drinking, Bill?
All right. Boo is drinking good old Sapporo, Japanese, which is it may sound weird to you only because I feel about Bud Light. But usually when I go to a restaurant, if it's non-American, I will go and I will choose whatever authentic beer they have. So usually, if I go to a Japanese restaurant, I will always order Sapporo or Asahi or something. So there's a sushi place in my neighborhood, and I think when I went, I think it was with our friend, the Queen of Staten Island, that we mentioned last episode.
Oh my God!
So
Can we? We're hanging out with her soon. Can we make that stick as a nickname, the Queen of Staten Island? Because
yeah,
that
she's not
she
gonna like it, but we're gonna do it.
no, wait. She has a couple of nicknames that I call her right now, and they're all derivations of her actual name, and she does not find them funny. This one might be a
Yes.
good thing.
All right, so let's go with it. We'll see. Let's do it until she tells us to stop. So I went to this restaurant, and I had already, had Sapporo in my life. I knew I wanted another. So I order it, and the waiter is like, "We don't have that." And in my head, I'm like, "Why the hell wouldn't they have that?" Like, it's just a classic
House beer. You go and
the
you
house
say,
beer. Yeah,
"Give
the
me
house
your finest house beer." I
Yes,
might break it. I might break back into that British accent at some
That's
point.
okay. That's okay, as long as it's once in a while. So I wanted their house beer. I asked for Sapporo, and they said, "We don't have it." And I was like, in my head, I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. It's like going to a bar and them saying, like, Bud Light. So I was like, "Are you sure?" And they were like, "Yeah, we don't carry that." I'm like, this is so odd. And finally, I was just like, I always like default to Bud Light, and I'm like, whatever, just bring me a Bud Light. So later on, I'm thinking, like, it's so odd that they didn't have Sapporo. It turns out the entire time I was asking for it, I was saying Peroni. And that's why they were telling me they didn't have it.
Wait, you kept on asking for a Peroni?
Kept on asking for Peroni continually. And I guess
Yeah.
our friend just thought I really wanted a Peroni.
Well,
And it wasn't
the Queen
like
of Staten Island. The Queen of Staten Island is all about the Italiano, about the Mambo Italiano.
Maybe she just thought I wanted a Mambo Italiano. So now I know why they kept saying no. So I got Sapporo because it brings good memes.
Nice. Here's why you should never order a Peroni. This is a service note to anybody that is listening to this. Go next time you get a Peroni, look at it. Do you know how many ounces, Stephanie, in a regular beer? This isn't a trivia or anything. How many ounces? Like 12 ounces. How many ounces in a Peroni? 11.2. Say, hey, goat, say hi to your mother for me. They short you of ounces.
What?
I'm not making this up. I've definitely been somewhere and looked at them like, where's the rest of my 12-ounce beer?
I went to their beer garden in Rome. It was kind of amazing. They have more than one Peroni. Was very impressed to know that.
Oh my God! Did they have like a Shandy Radler Peroni?
They had like 4 Peroni, like Peroni 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's what you got.
Wait, they were numbered like Brooklyn?
No, I don't know the names.
Oh.
Peroni Super, Peroni.
Oh. It's just like, I'm a big Shandy guy, and one of my good friends, texted me the other day and goes, "You like Shandy is like your favorite beer?" I was like, "It's really high up there. It's super refreshing." When I went to Greece last year, they had an Amstel Light Radler Shandy, very similar stuff. It is refreshing. It is so delicious. But I want to try my beer right now, so I will. What you
working on over there?
So I done messed up Aaron because I went based on the way it looks, because there's this red Urban Chestnut Brewing Company Stamich. I can't pronounce it. Anyway, it is a German style Pilsner. And now for me, Pilsner is the equivalent of Miller Lite. And I equate Miller Lite Pilsners to licking a beer pong table. I will, when it comes, the hierarchy. No, the hierarchy of Bud Light, Coors Light, Miller Lite, for me, Bud Light and Coors Light are the same thing. Miller Lite.
First of all, Miller Lights do not put that in that category. It goes Miller, then 7 steps up is Coors, then 20 more is Bud Light.
Okay, sure. This is my German-style Pilsner that I'm going to suffer through 16 ounces right now.
All right, let it go. You can drink Bud Light for 8 hours straight a night and not complain.
Yeah, it's not good. But,
well, it has the needed effect, which is really the point of it. So
pretty much. So honestly, Steph, the accent. What do you think?
Yes, it wasn't bad. It was a little Australian and a little British.
You know what? Do you know what the problem with the British accent? And I've met many people of Britannia. Is
Britannia?
That's a thing, right? No, Britannia, Oceania.
Sure. Why not?
You go 5 minutes any which direction, and the accent like the Beatles, they took this, and we want to go do that. Like
Yeah.
it's so freaking different. And
Yeah, if I were gonna date a guy, I'd want one with exactly an accent like that.
I'm just saying, Liverpool, what's up?
Yeah.
So
I'm ready.
doing the accent. Meanwhile, have you ever heard me break into my Baltimore accent? Have you ever?
What?
Oh, I'm gonna save it for another show. But
No, I
if you
didn't actually hear you.
no, have you ever broken? Have you ever heard? Have you ever heard me break into my Baltimore accent?
I think like late night you've done it a couple times, but I don't know if you've ever done it and it just flowed out. I think you've kind of like done it for us.
I just know like if my mother called right now, you wouldn't recognize me, and I don't do it on purpose. But
Yeah,
I will say
yes. I've heard you on the phone with your mom and afterwards been like, what the hell just happened?
I'll save that for another episode. But I want to tell you a story about accents. Stephanie, you're a better traveler than I am. Have you ever gone to another country and just put on an accent for shits and giggles?
I don't know. I haven't because I can't do it. I think a couple times I've said I was Canadian, but that was like right after Trump won. So I kind of went with the, I don't know, I'm from Canada.
Did you walk
That's it.
around and talk about Oki and what are you a boot?
No, I did not. I did not. I have never put on a fake accent because none of them would be good enough where it would be recognizable.
It doesn't
I'm
matter.
assuming
It
you
does. It
have.
doesn't matter. I definitely have. But any accent you ever put on is never going to be good enough because people look through your bullshit and they're like, "Yeah, no, that's not a thing." But you have to be so convincing of it. So I wanted to tell you a story because I went to Oktoberfest. What's it? It's got to be like 6 years ago at this point.
Yeah, with Michael and Zoobs.
And don't forget, my man,
Crowder.
not Crowder. Ew,
Who did
no, not Crowder.
who?
Timmy came with us. My best
Oh
friend.
my god, Timmy.
Oh my
Oh my god,
God,
I'm sorry.
Timmy. I want
Oh,
Timmy.
Timmy,
I want Timmy on
God
this
love Timmy.
podcast so much. I want him so much. He's gonna come on at some point. He's just
God love
worried.
Timmy, everybody.
He's worried that we're gonna roast him, and I'm like, no, no, no. You can roast me. It's fine because that's the point of it. And I will take the time right now to tell anybody listening to this. I want people to come on here, and I've talked to my friends in the last week or so, like, hey, check it out, check out the podcast. And they go, I don't know if I want to say anything. I want people to come on and roast me. My dream, I am 4 years away from turning 40. I want a roast. I want a dais. I want people to get up there and just roast me for everything I've done. And believe me, I'm trying.
First of all, right after this, I have like 7 hours of material. But I'm shouting out to anyone I know, if you come on here and roast me, things are going to get ugly. There will be tears. I will turn off the thing and stomp away like a child. Do not do it. Please don't. Oh
See,
my
but
god.
that's the difference. That's the difference. Your friends come tell a story. My friends be like, so here's when
Yeah, that's
Alan.
fine. They can make fun of you.
Here's when Alan was an idiot. So anyway, we went to Oktoberfest about 6 years ago because there was a bunch of beer over there and they needed volunteers. And I did the Katniss Everdeen, do, 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 do. I volunteered as tribute. I said, I will come help you guys. I am a man of the people. I have forgiven you for World War II. Let me come help you drink some beer. So we are over there in Germany, in Munich. We did the Oompa Loompa tents. We did freaking everything. There's a lot of great times from that. And I was surprised at how many people there we just walked up to wearing our lederhosen, which I'm going to post a picture.
Those were quite sexy.
Oh my God. Check the Instagram, Booze Your Daddy, BOOS Your Daddy. I'm going to post a picture of the four of us in lederhosen, and people, they couldn't figure out where we were from. It got to the point that after like the 17th person going, where are you from? And I'm looking at you like, listen to my accent. Do you have no idea? Like, come on. I am so goddamn American. I'm sitting here right now. I'm wearing Team USA, Kevin Durant USA jersey. Stephanie, real quick, pop quiz. Kevin Durant, what state is he from?
Baltimore, Maryland. Or Maryland in general.
Maryland in general is the correct answer. That is always the answer to the question. So we're around there, and after like the third day of asking people where I'm from, they're like, I don't know. Are you from Canada? Are you from England? Are you from whatever? So I tend to run into problems when I've had a couple to drink. I'm walking around, I'm doing my thing. One night, me and Simon, recently engaged, mazel mazel,
Mazel mazel l'chaim.
Lahaim. Can I get a huh?
L'chaim.
There it is. Wow. I hate that you know Yiddish. I hate
I
it.
know. Sorry.
That ruined my life last week. Anyway,
Yeah, sorry.
Simon and I are walking one day. I don't remember where we were coming, where we were going. We are in Munich. We walk past the Glockenspiel. Have you ever heard of Glockenspiel before?
Gotta love Glockenspiel. No idea what it is. Gotta love it.
Glockenspiel is one of those, like, it's a town square, and there's a wood caricature, and every so often the thing comes around and does one of those bing bong bong, bing bong bong, bing bong, bing bong bong, bing.
So like one of those like little like Christmas drummer boys like in a tiny snow village.
Something like that. If you want to see a great example of a Glockenspiel, Avicii, pour one out when he passed away. The country of Sweden, I think in Stockholm, did a little Wake Me Up Glockenspiel, or one of his famous songs. It is fire. It is pretty good. It'll give you goose pimples or goosebumps, as some people say. So Simon and I are walking through this town, whatever. I'm single at the time, and a couple of girls, good-looking people. I don't know. You know, at this point, you just make eye contact, and it's like, hey, what's going on? So these girls are standing there, and they walk up to us. We start talking, and I don't even remember what accent they had. Maybe they were German. And we start talking, and they say, common pickup line, where are you from? We're 3 days in, and I decided, you know what? I am so sick and tired of this. No accent whatsoever. I look at her, and I say, I'm from Australia. Nobody all week could pick up on my stupid American accent, because every single country in this world, if you're a foreigner and I'm about to get irate. If you're a foreigner and you go to
calm the hell down, bro.
You go to another country as a foreigner, it is exotic, it is sexy. If you're American and you go to another country, do you know what they think of you?
You're a dirtbag.
You're a dumbass. This is before Trump even. They'd think you were the dumbest, stupidest person ever.
It was before Trump. We have no redeeming we're redeeming ourselves right now. So let's just go with we're the dumb Americans, and we'll try to pick it up after November.
So I am sitting there, and I didn't even put an accent. So I'm talking to these girls. I'm trying to help my boy out. And they said to me, where are you from? And I looked this girl dead in the eyes, and I said, I'm from Australia. No accent or whatever. I didn't talk about kangaroos, no koala bears, no Fosters.
That's what Australians naturally, first thing they say is Australia, I have a koala.
I'm from Australia. I got a koala, mate. Good day.
That's how all introductions from Australians go, obviously.
This girl looked at me and had zero faith. She goes, oh, yeah? Where in Australia? And I'm thinking, like, bitch, you don't think I could name any place in Australia just to
anywhere?
Right. So you know what? I decided to one-up her anywhere, and I say square in the eyes, the capital, Sydney. And she looks back at me and doesn't miss a beat and goes, you know the capital of Australia is Melbourne, right? And I was like, I just looked her in the eye. I said, you have a good day. Because
always quit when you're ahead, dude. What's wrong with you?
So I don't know. So we turn around. I forget the rest of the night. We end up back at the hotel. And as we have talked about, shout out to my boy Josh, who is definitely the smartest person I know. And
absolutely.
He is definitely the smartest. We get back and Josh is in bed. I tell him this story. Josh, I said Sydney. She said Melbourne. Josh stops and goes, the both of you are idiots. Do you know
it's not?
Oh no, Stephanie. The capital of Australia is Canberra, not Sydney, not Melbourne. Yeah. I'm glad you made the same mistake because
listen, at least I thought it was Melbourne.
Melbourne. They say Melbourne.
Melbourne. That's wrong letters.
That's a thing.
I'll talk to someone Australian later about it.
Text them and say pronounce it. It's Melbourne. So
I don't know anyone from Australia.
I say this and Josh looks at me and goes, you both are stupid. And I said, Josh, man, she was more confident than I was, and I just backed down. And what do you do, right?
She had that She had that big dick energy going on.
BDE, hashtag BDE. That is my accent story that I didn't even do an accent. And even if I would have, she would have never believed it. Stephanie, I want to be trivialized.
You want to be trivialized. Okay. We're doing our trivia. I've been called out by Dr. Allen, Turn Your Head and Cough Snyder, a couple times for being too hard. And we've had a couple friends chime in. Most of them have gotten it, but they also have said little hard, much harder than the one that Allen.
That's what she said.
Yes, that's, you know what? I need to watch my words with you.
You're talking about things being too hard around me? Come on.
You know what? Sometimes I forget who I'm around. So I tried to make this a little bit easier. It may be hard for other people. For you, I think you'll do it because it's most of the stuff I know. And we'll see. And there's a couple, I put a couple labs in there. So if you do bad on some, you're going to do it good on others. We are going with NFL nicknames.
Oh my God, I'm going to crush this. Let's go.
So I'm going to have, so it's 5. So I'm going to give you the 5 nicknames and you have to tell me the person. But there's also.
This is so much easier than I thought you were going to do person and nickname.
Why would I name you the person and nickname and give you the answer?
No. I thought you were going to say, here's the person, give me the nickname. So if I just write down Russell Wilson, do I get a point just randomly guessing?
I kept Russell Wilson out of it. Don't worry about it. Believe me, Mr. December almost made it in there, but he didn't.
Wait, is that his real name? Wait, because I know there's Mr. October, Mr. November. Is he Mr. December?
He's Mr. December.
Oh my God, can I be Mr. January? How do I want to get a month.
No, you can be Mr. April.
Mr. April.
It's just one of those in-between months. One of those in-between months that's insignificant.
February is physical therapy month, and as a doctor, I want to be Mr. February. Okay.
All right, you get April. You get April, also the month where we all got locked inside.
Great. I am the panda.
All right, so we're going NFL nicknames. I'm going to give you the nickname. You tell me the player. So there's not the chance for extra points, but there is the chance for half points because I may say a name and you're like, I know that guy's on the Bills. I don't know his name. So if you end up knowing, listen, sometimes you may be like, I know that. I can't name that exact person. So for some reason you can't get the name and you were to say, but it's this guy on this team. Listen, I'm trying to help you. Do not shake your head at me. I
will bite my thumb and bane at you. Do you know that movie? Do you know the reference or no?
It's one of the Romeo and Juliet. Either one of the two. Just from the movie or also from the movie or the literature aspect.
Wow. You know what? That's good enough. It's from the movie, from the DiCaprio Claire Danes movie.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's from the actual play as well. I'm pretty sure that's where it came from.
Wait, they made a play out of that?
You're such an idiot. Such an idiot. All right, let's go. NFL nicknames. I'm going to give you the name. You're going to tell me the player. The Claymaker. Okay, well, you were so confident and were yelling at me about stuff.
I thought this was going to be way easier. The Claymaker?
Okay, there's a lot of easy ones on here.
All right. The Claymaker. I got it. Go on.
Sometimes the person's name is right in it, so just think of that.
That's what I'm banking on.
All right, 2. This is one of my favorite names. Honey Badger.
Okay, I got that. I know him. That is an LSU. Do you know what I hate? LSU, you know they do Go Tigers. This is like not even a pet peeve, but they spell Go Tigers. What's it like? Geaux? Go Tiger. It's so obnoxious. Good luck on the spelling.
All right, so we did Honey Badger. Next 3 is a lob, but I cannot get through this without doing it. It wouldn't be true to myself.
Ray Lewis?
Beast mode.
Beast mode.
There we go. I had to put it in just because.
Do you know there's a guy who used to work in my building who is jacked to the titties? And I'm working in a gym. I'm doing this, and he comes out one day, and I was just like, "Dude, what? You are ginormous." And he looks at me and goes, "Never worked out a day in my life," and I couldn't believe it. And, I mean, he is ginormous. He is so freaking thick. And
How
the
is that
other
even possible?
genetics. So
Is it like that one dog that had a shitload of muscles?
I guess. But this guy the other day, so he got fired, and I haven't seen him in forever. And the other day, I'm outside. I went for like a quick jaunt. That's a run. Also, a shout out to my boy Timmy because he loves
Timmy.
Timmy. And I saw my boy Edwin, and I went beast mode. Even with the face mask, I saw him. I love that guy. Beast mode. Let's go. Number 4.
All right, now I'm afraid at least one of the next two is too easy. All day or AD.
Get out of here. I could have gotten it with either of those. Do you know what I heard? Do you know what I saw online? And this is going to be posted a couple days after. I hear the Washington football team, because I refuse to call them the name they are,
We go with Reds. We go with Reds.
Not Cincinnati. They may be getting changed. Good thing. Because when you are in an interfaith household, like I am, as a Ravens fan, living with a Redskin, I said it, living with a Washington football team fan.
Yes, I know.
Number 5.
Yeah. All right, let's do, so you got all day. We got it. And the next one is way too easy. I knew I should have picked harder ones. Big Ben.
Oh, come on. Really? You know
Dude,
what?
I tried.
Wait,
right,
you know what? Wait, no, time out. So, as a Ravens fan, I am debating not even writing something down. How many points did you get last week that I just need to win by? Because I might forfeit. I don't want to write down that piece of you-know-what's name. Ugh.
All right, you know what? How about I give you a different one?
Go ahead. Give me a different one.
All right, I'll give you a different one.
Go ahead.
January Joe.
January Joe? Who plays in January?
Take off 5, January Joe.
Joe? Okay. That's not right. That's the only one I can think of. Okay.
Well, this is why I wouldn't give you January Allen, because it was going to be in this possibly. All right.
Can I still be February Daddy? February Allen?
We talked about April. It's
Okay.
decided.
All right.
All right, let's go into the game because I just want to. All right, number 1, Claymaker. Who you got?
I got Clay Matthews Jr.
You got Clay Matthews correct. And also, I was surprised. I did not know he was a free agent right now.
Where was he last year? The Rams or something? He
was Packers, and then he was the Rams for 1 year. He's a free agent right now. All right, next one. My favorite nickname ever.
Honey Badger. Honey Badger don't give a shit. Tyrann Mathieu.
He does not give a shit. Tyrann Mathieu, safety, Chiefs. 3, the hardest one of all, beast mode.
Skittles, Marshawn Lynch.
Listen, Skittles are his medicine. I had to put that in there. We can't have this category me not say it.
I appreciate it.
All right, all day.
That is Mr. Switch himself, Adrian Peterson. I just wrote AP, which I hope suffices, as I know.
That's good. That's fine. Yep.
All right.
All right.
That is 4, by the way.
That is not 4. That's oh shit. That is 4.
That is 4.
I wrote an X by mistake. Sorry. What I meant instead of SHIT was oh crap. All right. Number 5, January Joe.
I have no idea. I wrote Joe Green, but like it's definitely Mean Joe Green. But if he's January Joe, great.
That's Mean Joe Green. Yes.
Would
be. I picked this.
Do you guys hear that? Do you hear that 5 spot that just happened? Yeah. No. That's a 5 spot, right?
Yeah. No, it's not because that's Mean Joe Green.
I said
not it.
Oh, it's not. Oh, I thought you were confirming me.
It's not it. What I said was you are wrong.
Oh, I thought you said that's Mean Joe Green, and I took my victory lap, and it is an incorrect victory lap.
Your victory lap. First of all, I almost went with a deduct a point. No, man, this was my backup one, and I'm so upset. January Joe is Flacco.
Joe Flacco. It's not ringing a bell. Who did he play for? What did he do?
He played for the Blackbirds.
Call.
Blackbirds.
Oh, it happens.
The Baltimore Blackbirds.
Man.
All right, so you got 4. I knew that I was going to make some of it too easy.
All right, so I think the score. What's the score now? 3-2. 3-2.
3-2. Yeah, because I lost last week in the Yiddish one, but let's all just put it as I
Wait,
definitely won.
you definitely won last week,
Oh, I had
but
3.5
all right.
to
Stephanie,
4.
before we sign out, I just want to tell you a nailed it, and it's a short story.
Love the nailed it. Let's go for it.
So I went out to brunch with my lovely lady. We went to a French bistro. We sit
Ah,
down.
c'est that magnifique.
Que magnifique, de French bistro.
Baguette.
Was that a F or a B? That was a baguette, right?
Baguette.
Baguette. Okay, good.
And
So
croissant.
it's croissant.
Whatever. And fromage.
C'est croissant.
Crescent roll.
Oh, that's so good.
I've actually been there. Have you?
No. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
so shut your face.
My
I'm
international
more
skills.
French than you are.
Oh,
All right, give
okay.
us your last nailed it story.
So we go to a French restaurant, and like I'm just always see people think I'm making this stuff up. The truth is I'm just always in this jovial mood. So we sit down. It's a French place. I open the menu. I thought there was going to be some fantastic brunch. They had 7 things. I didn't want 5 of them. So I'm like, you know what? There's a burger. I'm going to get the burger. I look at the menu. The waitress comes over, and I go to order the burger. A burger.
The booter, yeah, also known as the booter.
I order the burger and say it because it was written NICE brunch burger. So I looked at her, and I have no idea why I said this. I went, I will have the nice brunch burger, and she just
poor baby.
She nods. She writes it down. We do this. Julia ordered her stuff. The waitress walks away. And then I'm thinking we're going back to our conversation. Julia looks at me and turns and goes, the nice brunch burger, huh? I said, yeah, like they didn't have eggs or whatever. She goes, you know, this is a French place, right? It's a Nice brunch burger because it's the name of the place is Nice, you know. And I'm mortified. I'm mortified. I'm like, oh my God, I'm an idiot. I'm a big idiot. And I'm thinking,
they definitely spit in your food.
This girl was far from.
Listen, they've heard it 1,000 times, but I have something to tag onto that as a random story. Oh wait, you still have more to say?
So I thought to myself, I need to save this. I got to save this. So the waitress comes back, and I'm thinking to myself, like, you know what? I kind of did one of those, excuse me, madame, can I have a nice brunch burger?
Excusez-moi.
Right. Excusez-moi, ménage à trois, fromage. And
yes.
I said, hey, question. How many people say nice brunch burger, and how many people say the Nice brunch burger? And she, with her mask on because it's COVID, she goes like 50-50, dude. Like, I don't know. And I said, okay, then you don't correct people? And she goes, no way. So I just thought to myself, like, all right, you know what happens. And there was a little inkling inside of me that she believed that I was just completely messing with her. And she walked away going, oh, he was just being a douche because he's a douche.
No. She thought you were a dum-dum.
She definitely thought I was a dum-dum.
She thought you were a dum-dum.
Anyway, add your tag.
All right, so let me add on to that because this is actually, sometimes I write a list of like all the dumb things that have happened in my life. And this is actually on there, so this is a nice tie-in. So I met this guy literally my junior year of high school. And I met him through a friend of a friend, and he lived in the city. So this friend that we had in common, me and her went down to go to lunch with him and his friend. We took the bus down to the city, whatever. We went to Little Italy, and that was at that time we thought Little Italy was Italy, the closest you can get to it, whatever.
You pronounce that differently very times. The first time was...
Yeah, I know, because I realized the first time, I don't know what came out of my mouth.
You said that like... There was like 17 L's in a lolly.
Yeah, yep, I'm aware, but thank you for calling it out. It's helpful. I'm not embarrassed at all now. So, anyways, we went to Italy, and we went to this restaurant, and I'm 17. It's so romantic. We're at an Italian restaurant. We're in a very authentic place of Little Italy that also happens to be has a watch stand next door. So not super worldly, even for like an Italian. I know what my family cooked and whatever. So I'd never seen, heard of gnocchi ever. So we're ordering, and at the time it was not a big deal. I was ordering the gnocchi. I asked for, can I please have, can't even get this out. Can I please have the gnocchi?
Oh my God. You know, because it's
The
bad.
waiter didn't even look at me twice. And it wasn't until years later when I was like actually eating it and knew that I was like, you said gnocchi that time on a date. I mean, the date went well, but I said gnocchi. So we're all idiots at some point. But that was, I mean, yours was from a couple weeks ago. Mine was
Wait,
whenever.
weeks ago? I will take weeks ago. This was in the last like 4 days.
Oh, all right. We'll give you weeks ago. We'll give you
All
weeks
right.
ago. So neither of us know anything that's not strictly American. We don't know any pronunciation. Nothing.
I'm pretty sure I faked being Australian. I might as well be bilingual, bi-coastal,
Bi-coastal, not bilingual. Both of it English. 100%
Oh my
English
God.
all the time. Bilingual.
All right, Steph. Well, I had another fun episode with you. I'm going to leave you with something I saw, not my original thing. July 4th is here. Just remember, you can't spell sausage without USA.
I mean, it's not in a row.
You might want to write the letters down and try that again.
Yeah, it's not. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, man. That one snuck right up on me.
a little sneakaroonie there.
I didn't believe you. You lie all the time. Listen, the nice burger or Nice burger or whatever you called it.
It's Nice, not Nice. I can't wait to hang out with you. I can't wait to see
We
you.
get to hang out.
I love
FYI, everybody, I bought a new romper. I bought a romper just to see what it's like. Alan, you've loved all my rompers before.
Yeah, totally. Rompers.
Okay, well, you know what? If you don't like my one on Saturday, next week's episode is going to be super awkward. So let's just go with that.
Love it. Thanks everybody for listening. Follow us. Listen, hit the subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, Boo's Your Daddy, BOOS, Your Daddy. Pretty easy. Love you, Boo. Can't wait to see you. Happy 4th.
Love you, Bill.
Be safe, Merca.
Merca, be safe.